are welcome.
Thank you.
You look worried.
Yes, so very worried. I just received a WhatsApp message, and the message is timetable for our exams. And I said, hey, in fact, how prepared am I?
Before you go on, last I told you, whenever you are worried, I told you an exercise that you have to do. So let us do it now. Did you do it, by the way?
I did it 1 or 2 times. I can't even concentrate to do it.
Let's do it now. Close your eyes. Breathe in. In. Leave it through the mouth. Out. For the second time, breathe in. In. Through the mouth. Out. For the last time, breathe in. In. Suspend it small. Through the mouth. Out. How are you feeling?
I feel like I'm no more in the world. As if this world, I'm out of problem. It's okay for me. I feel relaxed a little.
Whenever you are feeling stressed out, kindly do it. And as you have said, we will release you small from the stress.
Okay.
As you met the other time, now let's say something. You talked about your husband, who is a pastor, and taking care of the children all by himself. Additional to the pastoral work, of which is taking. You also talked about a teacher who has to stand in for you in your absence to teach your students for you. And he was not able to do that. That worries you so much. And then you also spoke about your exams, studies over here, your assignments, numerous assignments there, and how you are going to do your exams. Tell me, when you meet the other time, what have you been able to improve on the issues that we discussed the other time?
About my husband's side, not so much improvement. He's still managing the kids alone though, but I've just decided to say, oh, there is not much I can do. So I said, well, let me try and leave it for now. Let me just assume that God will help him to manage them. That is about that side. Then as for my assignments, they are still there, but I'm putting in so much effort. I'm making sure that I do them one after the other. So I'm putting in more effort. So I would say I'm on, even though I'm not completely over or I'm not completely done, but I'm taking it one at a time. So because I've seen that no matter what, I just have to do them. So what can I do? That is what I'm trying to do. And the exam anxiety, yes, so that's one. I don't know. Because there's so much to do, but the time to is short, and they are following like that. I don't know, but
Yes, you talk is always disturbed because of the nature of the crop.
yes, so I feel that we are adults, and so we should be considered a little bit in how they manage us here. But I'm not seeing that here, and it worries me. As if, help no, that is my worry. But I cannot change it, so I just have to manage. So I'm only managing.
As we met the other time, you talked about your husband and the children, your studies that is so disturbing and making you stress out all the time, and the teacher who has to stand in for you. Now, which of these do you prioritize?
My exams, so this course, I'm not just coming here to waste my time. I want A throughout all my courses. So that is number one for me. If there's something I can do to get all A's, that is what I want. I don't want nothing less than A. Hey,
Yesuto wants to get A
yes,
in all the courses. You know,
yes.
today we are to set goal. What exactly can you do in order to achieve your A result?
I would say I'm already doing a lot. So I don't see why they cannot give me A in these courses I'm doing. But I just think I have to do more. And doing more, I mean, I should prepare a timetable that I will follow routinely. And so these courses, 3 courses, what time should I study what? Based on the exam timetable, so that I know that this is what I'm going for at a particular time. But so far, I'm putting in my best, so I don't know. Nobody, hey, it's A that I want to, so it's A I'll get.
Yesuto wants to get A in all the courses
Yes.
and has promised to put down prepared timetable that will enable her attend to all the courses or study all the courses in order to help her get a A. When exactly are you going to prepare the timetable?
In fact, I want to do that on Sunday. That's tomorrow. Tomorrow after church service, 1 p.m. I'll prepare my timetable. Because even now that I'm with you, I have assignments to do that I've not finished. So I'm not thinking about timetable now. I'm thinking about how to do my assignment. But tomorrow, God willing, 1 p.m. after church, I will do that. I will put down something on paper to guide me in my studies towards the exams.
Yesuto will prepare the timetable tomorrow, Sunday, 1 p.m.
Yes.
to assist her achieve her goal.
Oh, yes.
Is that all that can go into the exams for you to achieve your goal?
No, that is not all. In fact, I told you all these problems on my head is not making me have a good sleep. I don't sleep well at all. I wake up as if I'm carrying the whole world on my head. And so I've decided that since I want A's in my exams, I cannot be thinking so much about these problems and then they'll weigh me down. So I've decided that I also have to check my sleeping habits. If I'm tired, I need to rest. I will close the whole world down, lock up myself, and then sleep. So my sleep is also important to me. At least I have to sleep for 6 hours a day, every day. I need to be strong, healthy, so that I can get this A1, A in all these courses.
At what time of the day would you wish to sleep for these hours that you have named?
You know, now that we are not having lectures and so we don't have any lecture, I would want to use my daytime. I believe in working during the day. Sometimes I use my night, but this one I want to use the daytime. And so I will study from morning, let's say 8 o'clock to 3 o'clock. Then between 3 and 5, I would have 2 hours sleep. So 3 p.m. to 5 p.m. I will relax and have rest. Then I'll wake up 5. 5, I'll take my supper and then I can refresh myself and then study from around 7 to 10 p.m. Then 10 p.m. I will sleep to about 4. So I'll counting the hours. I think I should get 6. The least should be 6 because I'll have some in the afternoon, 2 hours, and the rest in the night.
If you don't want to sleep 6 hours a day, in another way, she also wants to study during the day.
Yes, so this is all about planning. That is why I'm going to prepare my timetable. 2 hours studying from 8 to 3. That gives me 8, then I'll go 9. So that's 1 hour, 10, 11, 12. Then 1, 2, 3. I've studied for 8 hours. Oh. I need to rest, so I'll go home, have some rest for at least 2 hours. Then in the night, when I sleep 10 o'clock, 10, 11, 12, 1, 2, 3, 4. That's 6 hours. I wake up 4. That will be okay for me for this short time.
You also talk about the husband taking care of the children since he's a male, a pastor, a teacher, always busy. What do you think you can do on that?
In fact, I thought of getting a niece of mine to help. So I'm making the arrangement. I've spoken with my sister, and so God willing, I'm expecting that she'll release my niece to go and then assist my husband during this time, because you know, exam time, I don't want to be thinking about this again. So what I've resolved to do is that, of course, the complaints will come, but I want to help minimize the complaints. So my niece will be going on Monday so that she can be helping him with taking care of the kids. That's what I've resolved to do.
What will you still do when you receive call tomorrow morning that finally your niece that you are looking for to come has come to assist?
I'll sing hallelujah. Oh, I'll say hallelujah, and I'll be the happiest person. I'll say, oh, finally my husband is relieved. He can perform his duties, and he can be more efficient at work. I'll be very glad, and I think in church I'll be dancing, and everybody will know that something really has happened to me. Yes.
That's good. You also talked about a colleague teacher you depended on and asked him to take care of your class, to teach your students for you. And he was not getting time to take care of the students.
Yes. Then every time I receive call from my sister headmaster academics, he will say, today is Monday, you know you have lesson from 8 to 10 with this particular class, and the arrangement you have made seem to be failing. Your colleague is not coming. So the pressure, all this one is giving me pressure because I think I have done enough arrangement which is failing me. But after thinking through, I told myself I have to call my colleague. We talk, then I hear his side of the case, what is exactly preventing him from attending the classes. I already told you that one of the problems is that he's not residing in the town where my school is. He's in about the second town away, and so transportation is one problem. So the thought came to me that I have to support him financially. So I have to send him some momo.
So Yesuto has sent money to the colleague teacher to assist in class.
I'm here to do that. You know, I also don't have enough on my mobile money account, so I want to get something. I'm praying that by Monday I will load my account so that I can do some transfer to him. So that is one thing I've resolved to do. And then I also have a second plan B. You know, he's not the only one in the department. I have other colleagues as well. And so I'm thinking that after talking with him and we have discussed and I've seen that truly it's because of a particular problem. That is why he's not able to go to the class and so he cannot change. Then maybe I have to call another colleague and then plead. We do these things among ourselves and plead with him that or her if he can just, because I'm just going to leave here next week. It will not be long. So that will be promising enough and I hope that will work for me.
You feel very dissatisfaction when these school issues are left.
Very, because in fact I am one type, I don't like missing my lessons. No, I don't. No, I'm always in class and on time. I don't like doing things and not doing them well. That is me. And so I'm worried. It gets me worried if I think that I have put in place enough arrangement and it's not working. And so the students are just there and they are not being engaged. It's so much worry. It worries me. I'm not happy with it. How? They are future leaders. I can't be happy. No, I cannot be happy. So
You know, today we are to set goals, and goals should be objective, specific. So, what does that mean? What does that mean? To be put in place so that this issue can be resolved.
so as I have said specifically, tomorrow Sunday, um, after church, I'll make it 1:30 p.m. I will call my colleague. By that time, he too would have been back from church. So we will talk. The two of us will talk about this issue. I'll hear from him, his side of the story, and then I'll ask if he will be able truly to do this with me giving him support of this amount. And so if he agrees, then that will work. But if he doesn't, as I told you, I also have to call another person that I know that can be of help. So these are the two things. So it depends on what comes out from that call tomorrow. So I can get back to you and say, oh, I called him, and then promising that Monday I'll send this amount, and he agrees that that is fine. He will do it.
If I heard you right, you are ever ready to support the teacher to occupy the classroom.
Yes, 100%. I will support him. In fact, financially, that is what I want to do, so that he can be taking a vehicle and then he can be regular. You know, teachers, our salary, how much is it? So I understand him. But sometimes you want to you people will not be looking forward to receive some of this financial support, but when it happens this way you can read through and think that, oh, because the problem of taking car, there are TNT there is very expensive, oh, very expensive.
What will Jesus do? That he wakes up tomorrow morning and he receives a call from one of the colleague teachers that I've realized your class is not being occupied by anybody. Therefore, if you will permit me, I will take the class for you. What will you do?
That would be so much of a relief to me. I would have been relieved, and I would think that, oh, I'm fulfilled now. I can relax and then concentrate on my agenda ace in my exams.
That's good. Mm, you have promised to prepare timetable and you've also apportioned time for your studies and when to rest, to sleep and rest. And you've also added that of your classroom being empty and how best a teacher can occupy the class. Now, all that you have said, write the timetable, the time to call the teacher, and the time to that your niece will come. Place them in your room where you can easily have access or easily reach, for that to remind you of the goals that we have set.
I hear you, but we are in a digital world. I want to go the other way around. And so I would want to have all these I've said on my phone. I think I'm underutilizing my phone, so I won't go the paper way. I will go the phone way. I will set reminders here and there just to keep reminding me every time of what I want to do. I think that will help me because the phone is always with me. So I'll go the phone way. I prefer the phone way.
Tell me more.
Um,
Placing this information on your phone, what are you going to attach or what else can you do in order to remind you when it's time for studies, when it's time to sleep?
yeah, the phone, as I said, is always with me. So I have my timetable captured, a soft copy, so I can be referring to every time.
Along. Tell me more.
And then, and so as I've said, the is on the time, the phone. The phone is easier than paper. Paper, if I leave my room, it means that I cannot refer to anything. But the phone, since it's always with me, anytime I can refer to it and say, this time you're not supposed to be here. You are at the wrong place. Go to the right place. I look at it and say, it's time for lunch. It's time to study tests in counseling. It's time to learn theory. So every time there is something to remind me. And so I think the phone way to me is the best. So that is how I will go.
Before we bring this session to a close, let us practice the breathing exercise. So close your eyes. Breathe in, leave it from your mouth. Out. Again, breathe in, leave it through your mouth. Out. For the last time. Breathe In, out. That's great. All too soon, you bring the session to a close.
I think I'm feeling ridiculous. Thank you. I'll continue to do this. As you have said. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Bye.